again. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video, multiplication and the properties found within multiplication. So number one, let's start with the identity property, okay? The identity property states that any product, okay, the product of any number multiplied by 1 is that same number, okay? So look, the number is the same number when you multiply by 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 23 is 23. 1 times 500 is 500. So the identity property says, the identity of that number remains the same when you multiply it by 1. Okay, so the identity property. Next is the commutative property, okay? The commutative property, when two numbers are multiplied together, the product is the same regardless of the order of the numbers. So commutative, think about maybe some of you have parents that commute to work. They go to work, they come back, they go to work, they come back, from work, they go home, and they go. It's the same route, right? 2 times 4, well, that's 8, right? 2 times 4 is 8. And what is 4 times 2? Oh, well, that's 8 as well. So 8 equals 8. It doesn't matter the order in which you multiply numbers, right? And if we have like an extra 3 here, 3 times 2 times 4, it's the same thing as 4 times 2 times 3. It doesn't matter. That's 6 times 4, okay? That's 24. And then you have 8 times 3 is 24. So the commutative property, it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply numbers. Okay? If you're going to multiply factors, multiply them. It's fine. Associative property. Okay, this is kind of similar to the commutative, but it's different in that sometimes you will have parentheses, you'll have groupings, okay? When 3 or more numbers are multiplied, the product is the same regardless of the grouping of the factors. So you could group 2 times 4, or you could group 3 times 2. It doesn't matter. Just like the last time. 2 times 4 is 8, times 3 is 24, right? 8, 16, 24. 3 times 2 is 6, times 4 is 24. 6, 12, 18, 24. So the associative property, it doesn't matter how you group or you pair numbers when multiplying. If you're going to multiply all the numbers, you can group them however you want, and the answer stays the same. The product is the same. The distributive property. Okay. This is cool. This is probably my favorite property. The sum of 2 numbers times a third number, 2 numbers, 1, 2, so that's 2 numbers times a third number, times 3. 2 plus 4 times 3 is equal to doing the multiplication separately. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Well, 6 times 3 is 18, okay? Great, no problem there. We distribute the 3 to the 2, and we distribute it to the 4. It's the exact same. Watch this. 3 times 2 is 6, right? Plus 3 times 4 is 12. What's 12 plus 6 is 18. Isn't that amazing? So the distributive property, if you have a number and you're multiplying times 2 numbers that you're adding together in a grouping, okay? Then you can distribute that through. You can multiply 3 times 2, 3 times 4. It's the exact same thing as saying 3 times 6. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here to help you. If you have any video requests, let me know, and we'll see you next time.